Becoming a police officer in Canada is a great idea. First of all, let's talk about how to become one. What are the requirements? You need to be permanent resident to become a police officer here in Canada. It's not really that difficult once you start with a working visa. And even if you can't do it as a police officer at the beginning, which is very difficult, you can start in working as a security guard. And this is the first step for many people who are coming from abroad and want to start. So you work as a security guard or something like this, you get the certification, work a few years, and you apply then to work as a police officer and do an apprenticeship and everything. And this is usually the way to go, and it works for many people. By the way, also the police is right now looking for people with a second and third language. Yes, especially they're looking not for German. German language is not really such a matter. French, of course, because it's bilingual here in Canada, and also some people from Africa and other countries speak French as a first language. Also, Hindu or different dialects of Arabic are very welcome here because we need those, because we have more incomers from those countries. So if you speak those languages, this is super helpful for your application. Now for the RCMP, it's a bit more tricky, but in general, you kind of need citizenship. At the beginner level, you can often or sometimes get actually into it, just with permanent resident. But if you want to move further in and to a specialized force, then you need definitely the Canadian citizenship. So be aware of that. Now let's get to the good part, which is the money. How much do they make? Oh, they make such good money. So for most police officers, they start between $50,000 and $60,000 right away. Sounds really awesome for you Americans, right? However, keep in mind that in Canada, everything is far more expensive than in America most of the time. But when you're a police officer and you're not too lazy and you're doing some training and some certifications, your salary goes up by quite a lot. If you do some or several of those, after 2-3 years, you will already earn 80,000 Canadian dollars. Nice, ain't it? And if you do more and more of those, and you'll do maybe, but not necessary, over time, but yeah, different kinds of specification, if you work for SWAT or in different departments such as narcotics, hitting that 100,000 level, definitely possible. If you become a sergeant, then we're talking about like $120,000 earning. So being a police officer or working for the RCMP is not only a good status symbol here in Canada, you earn a lot of money, and you can even work in an office. So you don't even have to work actually like on the roads, on the streets and so on. You can focus completely on eventually becoming an office worker for the RCMP or for the police force. And this can be very beneficial for you and your entire family.